What's going on YouTube? It's your girl Shy Gemini, and this is a recap for Basketball Wives Season 7 episode I Don't Know. But anyway, we're going to get the small stuff out the way so we can get to the meat and potatoes of the episode, okay? We have Jackie. Jackie is meeting with Malaysia to do facials. She's doing all these rituals, these preps, things to do before she goes out the country. And they're talking about the whole situation with Jen and how nobody is here for her. They're glad she's not going. And they even feel like Evelyn may be exhausted with Jen. But they are concerned with Cece and Kristen being able to coexist during this trip because they still haven't talked things out. They haven't talked to each other. So they honestly wish they would have gotten it reconciled before they left out the country. But that's not going to happen. Jackie goes to see Tammy and she's trying to convince Tammy to go on the trip. But Tammy said, no, I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm trying to make sure my family is good. I'm trying to make sure my man is good because we're not getting married no more. So I want to make sure everything is okay. Well, of course, Jackie is disappointed. She went through all these things trying to help Reggie come up with ideas, taking him to see goats and coming in naked or something like that to propose. So, she know Reggie's been working hard trying to make this special for Tammy, even though he was telling her everything that he was doing. But he still wanted her to feel special. But she told her, like, look, things are good between us and I don't want it to change. That is her biggest fear. It don't want it to change the dynamic of the relationship. So when she told the girls Lyric and Jazz, they weren't too happy about it because after everything they had went through with Reggie, they were actually starting to like him and they were liking the idea of their mom marrying them. And now you're not getting married to him? Like, what's up with that? And Jazz made a few good points. Like, this man wants to marry you. It's kind of unfair to not, to make him settle for what you want and he's not getting anything out the deal. I mean, he gets to be with you and to continue to love you because you do love him, but he wants you to be his wife. And Tammy, honestly, I feel like that's rare when you see a man that wants to get married. It's like Kenny and I, we were good, but then it's like as soon as we got married to him, things just changed. I just don't want the same thing to happen. I hope that Reggie really understands where Tammy's coming from and he doesn't, again, like I said in my last video, become resentful of Tammy not wanting to marry him. So hopefully they can make it. I'm actually rooting for him, but I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work. Kwame and OG, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I feel like Kwame suggested you guys move in together to save him time and to get you to stop talking about the marriage thing. I feel like because he plays overseas that he's going to be gone most of the time anyway, so he figures I'll be gone out the country most of the time so I won't have to be with her constantly, and this will stop her from asking me about marriage. He's not ready to get married. The way he brought it to you, even though he had the candles and the romance and all that stuff, I still feel like it wasn't genuine. He wasn't asking you from a genuine place. I think he's just trying to get you off his back. I could be wrong. I'm not trying to be negative, but that's just what I see. But girl, when he dipped you back or you dipped back and I saw that candle behind you, I thought your head was going to go up in flames. I was so scared when you leaned back and I'm like, is that candles behind him? I'm like, girl, you better be careful. You don't want your head to catch on fire. You'd be like Michael Jackson walking around here. But yeah, I just don't see it. I'm sorry. I don't see it. Girls, they actually get to Amsterdam. They go to their hotel. They're in the car actually on their way to the hotel. And while they're riding, Cece and OG are laughing about something on the video. And Evelyn is sitting back there in her usual mean girl spirit, judging, talking about Cece, making fun of her. to Kristen and Shani. And Kristen, you're whack because that's your friend. I know you all are not in the best place right now, but for you to be sitting there laughing while she's talking about your so-called family, like, you're super whack for that. But she's making these statements about how she makes these faces, and she did bring up the fact that Cece didn't speak to Shani. Now, if that's true, Cece, you're wrong for that. How can you go somewhere and not speak to somebody, and especially speak to the person that orchestrated the trip and invited you? Like, how can you not do that? But I feel like with you, because you don't want to be confrontational and you don't want to be with the drama, Evelyn is probably so far up Shani's ass that you never get a chance to really speak to her on your own, because Evelyn is always there. So I get that part, but you still should have made it your business to talk to Shani. I don't care if Evelyn is right there. Ignore her. Just ignore her. You should have said something to Shani. But they're laughing and kikiing about Cece, and Evelyn had the nerve to say she better be lucky I'm not the person I was 4 years ago. Newsflash, Evelyn, yes you are. You're still that mean girl. You're still judgmental. You still think you're better than certain people that come in the group. The only thing you don't do anymore is fight. And honestly, I feel like the only reason you don't fight is because you haven't been put in a situation to make you fight. But if you do get in that situation, you're going to fight somebody. If you get angry enough, you will fight somebody. So yes, you are still that girl. You ain't nothing changed but your draws. I just thought that was foul, though, of Kristen to be laughing. Like, They go to dinner that night, or maybe the next day, I'm not sure. They go to dinner, and Shani tells them that she wants them to go on a couple of excursions, a little weed, OG is like, I don't know about that. I guess she's not really a smoker like that. Jackie's talking about it's gonna make her crazy. I'm like, crazier than what you already are. We don't need that. But in the midst of all of that, in that conversation, in true Evelyn form, she decides to blast Cece about not acknowledging Shani. So this is what I think. Evelyn didn't need to speak for you. If you truly had a problem with what Cece was doing, and you supposed to be this boss bitch that you claim you are, why couldn't you come to her and tell her that I think you fouled for not acknowledging me? Why couldn't you do it? Why is Evelyn speaking for you? Cece is acting dumb. Cece, girl, you know you weren't speaking to Shani. Like, I believe that. I'm sorry. I believe you didn't speak to her. You didn't talk to her. But again, it could be because of the fact that Evelyn is always there. Like, you never have a moment to yourself to talk to Shani. So they're going back and forth, and she brings up the whole, did you say we don't work? What is it to you, Evelyn? You claim that she's not on your radar, and you act like you're so above her. So why are you worried about if she thinks you work or not? This whole thing started because you and your dumb friend making fun of that she could have been doing happy endings with her job. And if you would have said that to the right people, it could have possibly just went down a road that she might not need, for her business. So if you all wouldn't have started that, she would have no reason to be upset with you and to say the things that she said. And how did Evelyn know that she said that? Kristen, she said that to you because she was frustrated and she was just out venting about, them calling her dumb. They were calling her dumb. This woman has a degree, she has a business, and they were calling her dumb. So of course that was her rebuttal for them saying that. Why did you feel that was necessary to go back and repeat to Evelyn and Jen, like, clout chasing? Again, trying to be cool with them, trying to be friends, and you threw Cece under the bus. She was like, I don't remember saying that. Well, you did say it, Cece, but I feel like she's reaching and definitely overreacting about what you said. She called you Tweedledum and Tweedledummer. If you're not that, why are you worried about that? You can't be that petty. Honestly, you can't. I honestly think what it was is that you wanted to find a reason to mess with this girl and to be upset with her to set up for messing with her and talking about her. Because she's not easily kissing your ass, kissing Jen's ass or Shawnee's ass like Kristen is. Kristen is all so far up you guys, but she leaves you no choice but to tolerate her, be cool with her, because she's kissing y'all ass. Cece is not doing that, so you don't like that. So in the midst of Evelyn and Cece arguing, Evelyn's like, you always have a problem, Evelyn. And then Evelyn, she's like, no, I have a problem with you, Lily. And I'm like, did you really go there? Evelyn, if she would have said any type of racial remark to you about you being Puerto Rican, calling you any kind of name or anything, you would try your best to hop over that table and stab her or throw a bottle or throw plates or whatever you do. You would try to kill that girl. How dare you say something like that to her? And the girl didn't even know what you was talking about. She was like, what is that supposed to mean? And Malaysia was like the nail lady, the nail shop lady. And she was like, really? So you're trying to make it racial? And Malaysia, I was a little disappointed with you. I'm not saying I want you to fight CC's battles, but you know Evelyn was wrong for that. Why didn't you put her in her place? That's your family. Like, why didn't you say anything about that? And it honestly feels like you're turning on Cece as well. And I'm not saying Cece is completely right in the situation. Everybody was sitting there looking stunned and looking stupid, but nobody had the balls to actually tell Evelyn, like, you wrong for that and out of line. The next day, she calls Jennifer on FaceTime with that BS about her coming to Amsterdam because she feels like since Tammy's not there, the negative energy isn't there, that she can talk to Shawnee and Malaysia to try to get them to understand her and forgive her and just be real and all that. And I'm like, you're not holding her accountable for what she did. She's the whole reason why this whole thing started, because she started the doggone rumor and expressed it to Tammy. Tammy brought the mess after the fact that Jennifer made up the mess. So they both was wrong. I don't understand why you're not mad at her for saying that. When Shawnee and Evelyn meets up, Evelyn tells her that she invited Jen to come, and Jennifer said she's gonna come. And she's trying to explain to Shawnee her logic of why she had invited her to come, and she feels like with Tammy not being here, she'll be able to speak her piece and not have people in the background. But Shawnee told her, I don't care what she come over here and do. I don't care what she tell me, the apologies, whatever she got. I'm not here for it. I'm still not messing with her. I don't trust her. I don't like her. I don't want to be bothered with her. So she can come over here and spill her guts and speak her heart. It's still curtains for our relationship. So it's a waste of time her coming, and Malaysia is probably about the same way. I don't want to, well, you know what, Malaysia is more forgiving. But maybe it could work on Malaysia. It depends on what she said. Shawnee is saying that basically they're done. She doesn't see it for them. She's not giving her another chance. So, but that was it. So it ended with Evelyn telling Shawnee that she invited Jen to come to Amsterdam. Big mistake. But that's it, guys. I'm just, again, waiting for the table scene. But I hope y'all have a wonderful week. Thumbs up this video, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not already hit that subscribe button. Talk to you guys again soon. Good night.